Lawrence,
Yes.
although you're still a student of the game, can you please tell us what are your feelings about the rise of in African boxers of African descent, including yourself?
Yeah, I think it's good. Obviously, it's been very, very positive as of late, especially with the emergence of Anthony Joshua, how he set himself up. Unified world heavyweight champion, myself, other various boxers, Dan Aziz, Umar Sadiq, etc. So it's growing not just in England but worldwide. So they come to the forefront, and I think there's been a lot of good Nigerian boxers in the past. However, they haven't embraced being Nigerian so much. Where now I think everyone's embracing it and taking it with us.
Please tell us a bit about your roots, your mum and dad. What was your upbringing like in a Nigerian family, please?
It was good. I think it's half what made me strong enough to fight. So it's good. Obviously, I'm half Yoruba, half Igbo. My dad is Igbo, my mum is Yoruba, which is why my surname's Okolie. But I also got the name Toby, so it's good. The upbringing was good. Great food, great discipline. So that, along with boxing, helped me to stay off of a certain path that my kind of area pushes young black kids down. So, but instead, I went down the path of sports, etc. So it was good.
Speaking about diet, I mean, we know what Nigerian food is like and other African food. How do you manage to fit that into your diet, especially nearer the time when you need to train?
I just have to train extra hard because I enjoy the food. I think it does give you a lot of energy, but it gets you very dense as well. So it's just a mix. Maybe I have it not every day. I might have it once, twice a week. But it's good. It's good for the soul. It's good for just morale as well. When you're eating salads and whatever else, every now and again you just need to go back and just enjoy it. So it's good.
Maybe that's what leads to the uppercut. Is that where the energy is?
I think so. It comes from somewhere. The density and the pounded jam helps with the punches. So I'm good.
Anthony Joshua swears by that as well. Coincidence?
It's the truth. That's why.
Speaking of which, how much do you relate to your culture? Have you been back home, been to Nigeria since you've been here?
I have been back, but I haven't been in a long time. But I've obviously made the New Year's resolution. I put it out there. I'm going to Nigeria this year 100%, whether it's with Anthony Joshua, with my family, with my girlfriend, whatever, but I'm definitely visiting. I just need it to be set up to make it ease of access for me. So yeah, I'm definitely going back this year.
Is it one of your dreams to fight in somewhere like Nigeria?
Yeah, definitely.
What would it mean to you?
It's definitely one of the goals. But I don't think it has to be one time, one big event. I think it can be constant, but I think you have to earn the right to be able to do that. So it's definitely something that I'm working towards. But yeah, definitely it would be a dream to take. Obviously, my parents obviously come from Nigeria to England, hoping for a better life, and that it seems like me and my brother and my family are starting to do that. So it'll be good to be able to go back and show that this is what my mum and dad brought us here for, and this is what we can bring back. So it'll be good. So
now we know that most African children, particularly Nigerian, their parents like them to study.
yeah.
How were you able to get around that, the journey? How were you able to convince them that boxing is the path for you?
Fortunately, I had a scholarship at university, so I could do both. So it was it was a bit easier. So I could say I didn't have to stop studies to do boxing. So I was doing them both at the same time. But once, obviously, I got to the Great Britain team and I was looking to go to Olympics, it became a lot easier. I just said, listen, this is the path here. So it was a good transition.
Are you able to still walk down the road?
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I might get stopped, but I still have to be able to walk down my local high road, go to the local shopping centres, and I embrace it, to be fair. When I get stopped and recognised, when I go to the African restaurants and people are stopping me, it's good. It boosts my morale.
You've stolen my thunder, so you do go to the African restaurants. It's quite important to support ours, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, and I enjoy the food, so I mean, it's all good.
Now, I have to ask you this question. Can you please shed some light on, the business going on with O'Hara Davies Online? What are your thoughts?
I don't want to say too much on it, but all I have to say is I have a black girlfriend, so it is what it is,
Now, what are your thoughts on people actually going online? Do people need to explain themselves to anyone, really?
I mean, it's up to every individual how they want to explain themselves or whatever, but when you put your views out there, it's open for debate, so people are gonna either critique it or agree with it. So it is what it is. But for me, you know, I feel like if I'm honest, black people and black women go through enough on a day-to-day than to have more people kind of add into that. So for me, it is what it is. I mean, you can love whoever you want to love. No one has anything to say with that. But, you know, I feel like I've got a black mother who I love, black sister, black girlfriend. So just you know, it's just, yeah.
Thank you.
Makes any sense.
Thank you very much for your time.
No stress.